Oh, this is my odd house that I couldn't quite get to a 5-star rating. Okay, let's just move on to the planet. The game is struggling to load my planet. You'll see why soon. We can just ignore Tata doing her ta-la about the insectarium for the upteenth time. And welcome to my planet. I can assure you my PC is really beefy. The game is just struggling with my planet. Today is the last day of the beta, so I want to take one last look around my planet and record it. I wonder what Medellin is thinking about. What? The Fluffy Cloud's tea table? Now? Finally? I normally just have the tree sap she wants on hand, but I sold it all yesterday because beta ending. Anyway, let's go on a stroll. Past Medellin's house. Isaki's house. Younguo's house. Dorjaling's house. Frostia's house. And what's Misafiri thinking about? Oh, he's giving me a recipe. And it's not even a good one. Anyway, going back the way I came to reach the main area. And, well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to check what Dorjaling wants. Wait, the Cloud Herder's Lounger? Now? Okay, let me explain how stupid this is. This is a Luca Arbor Tree. I need one more Luca jar to get it to level 10, which is the final level. There are 2 tasks that can get me the last jar. The first is to harvest a rare bizarre crop, and the second is to get all your neighbors' homes to 5-star ratings. I had one last wishlist item I just couldn't get for each of the last 3 houses. For Dorjaling, the lounger. For Medellin, the tea table. And for Misafiri, a cabinet. But Misafiri gave me a secret recipe instead of the one thing I actually wanted from him. Well, time to take one last look at the shop. What does Glenn have in stock today? Ooh, a vending machine. Too bad this is the last day or I'd get it. Oh yeah, I only got the road path in my shop a few days ago, so it didn't make sense to do much with it. But I kinda made this charging station for visitors, if only they don't mind hopping their cars over this gap. But that's okay, because they can fly, right? Then why do they have wheels anyway? I still have one more chance to complete my tree. I just need to check my farm and see if I got lucky enough to get a bizarre crop. I'll admit I only planted a couple of crops yesterday, both are wheat, but... oh man, they're both normal! Well, let's continue the tour. Behind Glenn's shop, you'll find the way to the island's entrance. Anyone experienced in home design, or especially feng shui, is probably cringing right now, and that's exactly what I wanted. Hopefully the field of flowers is enough of a distraction. As you can see, I erected massive earth walls around my island, with this one entrance leading in and out. And yes, I did make a way to get up there, because the neighbors would randomly decide to hang out up there with no explanation as to how they got there. To get there, follow the edge of the grove of trees near the island entrance, and past the windmill that's clipping into the ground, and you'll see the way up the wall. It's the perfect place to look out over the planet and enjoy the game's low draw distance. The wall does exist all the way around, I swear, I'll show you. Most of what you'll see on your journey around is trees. so many trees that the sound engine breaks down when the leaves rustle. It takes a couple of hours to harvest everything, but this planet is capable of producing around 15,000 dough per day in raw resources. That number might not mean anything to you if you haven't played the game, but you could buy out the shop every day and still have dough left over. As we walk around, this is probably the best time to tell you that, except for today, all of my 67 hours of progress in this game was streamed live on my Twitch channel and will be uploaded to my VOD channel over the coming weeks. While I don't expect many people in my community to play the game when it releases, the streams were a great time where we chatted and chilled. They would have been streamed today too, but I only had time to make this short recording, unfortunately. Here you can see the true scale of my flower field, and the one patch of land the game wouldn't let me do anything with for an unknown reason. Anyway, now that we're at the end of our journey around the wall, I don't want to walk all the way back around just to get down, so we'll just abuse the unstuck button.
Yeah, look how many napkins we got. So napkins for days.
Mobi doesn't mind. Now, for a final stop, the Omnic Gallery. Well, if it'll let me in. Hello? No? Okay, here we go. This is going to be a slow part of the video where we enjoy the visuals with minimal commentary, so feel free to skip through it if you don't have the attention span. Our first stop is the Insectarium, where I can see all the different bugs I've collected. I don't think I've collected enough insects to fill all the exhibits. I think the desert insects are primarily exclusive to Taffa, a completely different planet type than the one I have, so I don't have many of them. I should have done more visiting. Off to the aquarium! They really did a good job on the music stems. I didn't see any fantasy fish. I wonder what they might look like. And that concludes the tour of my planet. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you'd like to see a longer video about my journey through the beta, motivate me with a comment or something. Bye bye.